Welcome back to episode 9 of the Snowball Effect. I'm here with Scott Hilse and Sebastian Ghiorghiu. Today we're going to be talking about some fun stuff. Guys, welcome to the show and thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool. So the way I usually do these shows, as if you guys have seen in the past, I usually ask about their background, what they're working on. But since I have 2 different guests this time and they come from like 2 different stories, I kind of just want to open the floor and see like what are trends that you guys are seeing in the digital world, the marketing world. It could be things with ads, with NFTs, kind of anything that is relevant to the space. What's like a trend that you guys see that's happening right now that we could like dive deep into?
Oh, I was just thinking something that's super popular is like $0 dropshipping right now. Everybody knows that with organic TikTok. You just post on TikTok and dude, you can like make anything go viral. You can make yourself go viral, you can make your product go viral, and the best thing is it doesn't even cost $1. So like I think everything's gravitating towards TikTok because it seems like Facebook ads, they're just not fucking around anymore with the bullshit. They're ranking your ads, who gives a fuck? Just TikTok all the way, and if you have $0, you can literally drop ship. Don't have to worry about marketing, just make a good video.
So you're saying like making organic content on TikTok for marketing a product that you're dropping?
Exactly. Yeah. Organic marketing right now it's never been bigger. Like you got influencer marketing, you got paid advertisement, and you got organic marketing to the highest extent right now on TikTok.
All right, from Scott Hilse himself.
Yeah, I would say NFTs, definitely, because there's so much hype and so many people are talking about it. You have all these celebrities, like all these companies that are getting into it right now, and so a lot of people are having like FOMO and they don't want to miss out. And if you could get in on a project early, like and mint it, usually everybody else will come in and like buy it pre-reveal, and like you'll always make money. Like I flipped like the first 10 were all just straight profit, and there's like thousands of people that are hitting me up that are saying, yeah, like I went to high school with you and like you got me into NFTs and now I made like $2,000 this week.
Okay, so I've played with NFTs. Like I'm not like deep into it. Like it's definitely not a big focus of mine. But like I've bought some. I've minted a few that like people who are. I haven't followed your advice to be fair, but people who are accredited in the space, like respected people in the space, I've followed their advice and minted things. I've probably done that for about 5 projects, and I'm not even joking when I say every single one of them has negative 10x.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I've always felt like everything crypto that I touch turns to shit because like I'm just like not like.
I don't know whose advice you're taking.
I'm just like not deeply educated in it. Like I don't like it's just not like a huge passion of mine. I just kind of like play around with it for fun. How can people not make the mistakes that I've made? Because I've seen so many of these projects mint and then the floor just tanks. Okay. How do you buy a project that? And I'm actually asking for my own advice
So
here.
you should watch my video then, because most people that watch the videos are like literally commenting and saying like I've made a bunch of money.
Okay.
But
so do you have a strategy?
Yeah, the strategy is simple. You just find a project with a lot of hype in it. Like there's Discords that have 100,000 people in it, right? Mm-hmm. And so they're gonna mint, and there's only like a couple thousand of these NFTs, and some people buy like 2 or 3 or 4. So really, there's only gonna be a couple thousand holders per project. And when they mint, after they're completely sold out, there's still going to be like 70,000 people, if the Discord has 100, let's say, that want that project. So after all of them are sold out, they're gonna go in and buy the ones pre-reveal, and so the floor pumps up.
Oh.
And so what happens is, after reveal, the money like moves because nobody knows what they got, and NFTs are rare. You know how there's a rarity scale? So after these collections reveal, all the money goes to the rare ones, and all the ones that are not rare, just the floor drops. So you don't sell them post reveal unless you're trying to gamble. Like maybe I got a rare one, but
that's gambling.
That's gambling.
Yeah.
That's not a bet you'd want to take because it's a very low chance.
Okay.
Usually the floor is highest like the night before reveal because people are really getting FOMO. They're like, "Fuck this! Like I want
it's
to."
It's gonna be a hype project.
Yeah. So if you use that strategy, if you mint whitelist or pre-sale, and then you usually get it super cheap, and then like the night before reveal, you can sell like 3x. It's worked for me every single time. I've taken 1 loss on like 10 projects.
Then that was the mistake I made because I fell for the hype of the reveal, and I waited. And by reveal, just to make sure I'm understanding, because I'm like pretty new to this. Like I bought one NFT and it was like an egg, or no, it was a hippo.
Hype hippos? Fucking
But before it was a hippo, it was an egg for like 2 days.
Yeah.
That's pre-reveal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you sell it while it's an egg, not when it's a hippo.
Yeah, because you don't want to play the odd that you're gonna get something rare because you're probably not.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
And if you're up 2-3x, then like you just sell it and make money. I don't know, like some people hold on, and I'm like, that's not my strategy. I don't know why people like hold on if you don't have like a lot of money to start. If you're in profit, like sell. I literally tweeted about this like the other day. I'm like 99% of these projects garbage.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
garbage. Get in, make profit, get out.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
It's
yeah.
not Bored Ape or anything like that.
And you have like a system to it. Like it's like the same kind of how you would enter a trade. Like you know when you want to exit.
Oh yeah, it's
like,
so easy,
It's
bro.
predictable, and you don't. It's not like gambling. Like, oh, will this 100x? Will this 10x? It's like this will 3x before the reveal. It's consistent. It's predictable, and I won't make this won't make me rich, but it'll make me profit, and I could do it over and over and over again.
It could make you rich. So first of all, I want to say all of my friends and family that like used my strategy, everyone is making money.
Mm-hmm.
No one's lost money. Like I have my personal friends that. I have a friend of mine that goes through my emails and gets me on the whitelist with projects, and like some other people as well. We make money on every single project. But there are like rare instances like Wolf Game. Have you heard of that?
No.
Okay, Wolf Game is like a project that just caught crazy hype, and we got in on it super early because Brett called me. He's like, I was like sleeping, and he called me. I woke up. I'm like, what's up? He's like, buy Wolf Game now, and I was like, okay. And I went on the computer like at 1 a.m. or something and bought 2 of these wolves for like 1 ETH. And this was like while we were in Vegas, and like I can't talk about that right now, but the next day or like the day after or like two days after I bought it, the floor was 9 ETH. So the potential, there was like $100,000 potential trade right there.
Yeah.
But I sold way too early. I sold at 3.
I mean, hey, profits are
So
profits.
I made 15 grand in 1 day on that project. If I would have held, I could have made like 80,000.
Yeah.
In like a day
in like
and a
2
half.
more days. Yeah.
Yeah, and I could have. There was 300 of those for sale. I could have bought 5, and I could have made $500,000 for like 5 or 10. So like you can.
Hey,
get
profits
rich.
are profits.
You can. Yeah, I'm not complaining, but you can get rich for
But
sure.
did you sell that one before the reveal?
No, so that one's
That was
like,
a different strategy.
that's a game. That was a game, and that's like a one-off. That rarely happens that it goes up that much. But the game was like a play-to-earn game, and people were making a lot of money, so it caught a lot of hype. And I was just riding the hype wave, because like everybody started talking about it. It blew up, and I was like, I'm gonna get in now. It blows up, the floor goes insane, and then I sell. But most of the projects, if you can mint them and then sell them pre-reveal, you can make like a 3x. Like 3x is like standard.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna have to throw like another couple $1,000 in there and see what I can do with it.
Bro, yeah. I mean, I'll give you 10 grand and then just use my strategy, and then give me back half
Hey,
of the
listen,
profit.
I'll take you up on that.
For sure. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Cool. All right. So NFTs, obviously, that's like a very practical strategy. I'm definitely gonna try that out. But I know both of you guys have your hands in like other pots besides that. You're doing some crazy stuff with affiliate marketing. You have a really cool Google Ads agency that I know this thing is very unique. From like what you guys have been working on, what other trends have you seen going on in the digital world that people might want to hear about?
I mean, I would just say like the overall transition of retail like traders. I feel like more people are trading now more than ever. You remember like 2 years ago, you would rarely meet like a trader. Now everybody's fucking Warren Buffett, you know?
Yeah.
And everybody's becoming the traders, and that's a good thing and a bad thing. I think they said in the past 9 months, 70% of like the money that was in the market, it's gone like up 70%, dude. So it's pretty insane. And yeah, I mean, just in terms of trends, I just see more people waking up to just making money online. It's like you're already working from home after COVID and all this. It's like they felt how good that feels. It's like, can you imagine working from home and working for yourself on top of it?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people are getting out of this like constraining idea of they need to go to college to get a job in order to graduate, because they're hearing guys like Seb right here making $15,000 trading JPEGs.
Right.
And so it's just like, it's hard to ignore that.
It's becoming more common too. And I think like as it becomes more common and more people are doing it, like the people that used to call it out are starting to get a little bit of confidence. Like when they hear like, oh, my high school friend like made money
Right.
flipping NFTs. Like my normal ass high school friends are making money flipping NFTs. Like just these normal dudes. And so like it's spreading, and I think it's becoming more common. Like, oh shit, we can make money on the internet.
Have you met anybody who just gets super mad about NFTs and crypto? Like they just are pissed off at it?
Yeah, it's
weird, right?
That's like a cope, honestly.
Yeah.
It is, because they
Very
haven't made
strange.
money, and like they know people that have made thousands of dollars. But yeah, it's definitely becoming more common.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah.
And so I think it's just the like, at least in America overall, society's overall willingness to try to be self-sufficient is because they realize how achievable it is. They can trade NFTs, they can trade crypto, they can launch dropshipping stores. They can launch dropshipping stores for free. You know, they can create services, they can run ads, they can do so much. They can do YouTube. You know, we could get the list going. So I think the biggest trend of all is making money online because it's never been easier, it's never been more profitable, and it's never been more fun.
Yes.
How fun is trading NFTs?
Bro, it's
so
literally
fun.
gambling. Like, it's literally gambling. But it's so cool.
But except for that strategy.
It feels like it's gambling because it's a picture. It's weird. You get a dopamine rush. Like, you get endorphins when you buy an NFT. And when I bought the ape, I bought an ape for 18 grand, and then I sold it for 22 grand. And I was like, I just had to call like my sister, and I was like, look at this picture. Like, what do you think about it? And she's like, what? Like, I don't know, it's ugly. And I'm like, I paid 18,000 for it. And then she's like, what are you doing? But I don't know, it's definitely a weird feeling you get when you just pay a lot of money for a picture, I guess.
Obviously, like I agree that like it's really easy to make money online right now. It's more like accepted and normalized than ever. And like with the trend of how everything's been moving to the metaverse, like I mean, it went from like, you know, people like us would talk about it, but like now it is like what everyone is talking about. Like Facebook changed their name, like they just like, you know, raised however much money. I don't know if you guys saw, like I think Pokemon raised like another 300 mil to make something competing with it.
Yeah.
Everything's moving into some sort of metaverse, whatever you want to call it, digital world.
Yeah.
As far as like money making opportunities, there's obviously going to be endless. Where do you guys see like a good like first, like where do you guys see the first money making opportunity coming in this new world?
In the metaverse.
Or even into like the whatever the like, you know, precursor to the metaverse is, whatever, you know, the next stepping stone towards the metaverse is. What's going to be something that people could utilize, you know, in the digital world to actually make some money?
I think it's already kind of happened with, you just look at like Call of Duty or like these games. That's basically a different form of a restricted metaverse, and they're paying like it's just crazy because they'll pay $60 for the game, and then they'll spend like $500 on skins.
Right.
And I think gaming is the most understandable thing about the metaverse. I think it's gonna be a while before like meetings and like all that is like fully over, but technically all video games have always been in some sort of metaverse. So I think metaverse like skins and like games in itself is gonna really be the first thing to pop off before anything else.
So I haven't thought a lot about this, to be honest, because I hate the idea of the metaverse.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's a terrifying concept.
I definitely don't want to be part of it, but I know like 20, 30 years in the future when VR is like the graphics are insane, and it's like you can't stand not being in it. Like it's just you'd prefer to be in the metaverse versus the real world because it's just perfect in every way.
Yeah.
I think that there will be like cities where like you can interact with people like GTA Online kind of.
Yeah.
And you could probably make money early on if you buy like land or like this apartment building because like you're gonna be able to lease like crazy penthouses or some shit and people are gonna be able to come up and talk to you and shit. But I honestly think it's like so far into the future and everything right now in the metaverse is extremely hyped up. So it's like if you think of it as like a meme coin or something, like I feel like we're at the fucking all-time highs. And I wouldn't do anything with it until like 6 months to see what happens. And then when people stop talking about it, I'd go in and start doing research and then go from there. But I haven't put a lot of thought into it, to be honest. I hate it.
Yeah, so you guys both said you hate the metaverse, and I agree with you that it's like definitely a terrifying concept. My concern is that it's going to be something that is so prevalent that it's like impossible to avoid. But like I'm like, you know, I'm sure you guys are thinking the same way. Like I love nature. I love the real. I mean, I just love real life so much. Like life is fucking amazing.
Right.
What I'm scared of is that like it becomes such a big thing that it's like irresponsible to not like become involved in it. What are your guys' thoughts on like
irresponsible in what way?
Like it's gonna be such a big part of life and reality, and it's gonna become so integrated into everything that we're used to doing that like by avoiding it, you're just like completely like, you know, blowing off your life.
Well, it's like
no way, bro. I mean, if I have a family and my cabin alone on my land with all my friends and all my family, I don't give a fuck. Like it'll just be us, and I don't care about anyone else.
No, definitely.
So
yeah, I know. I ran into a guy in the elevator before, and he's like, I don't know, it's pretty cool, man. You can buy a plot of land in Central Park and you have this beautiful apartment. It's just like, yeah, but actually owning that and feeling it and walking in that feeling, it's going to be way different. Yep. So it could be like a hype sort of thing, but for Facebook to go all in on the metaverse, that's a scary and strong sign that it's like pretty much here to stay. We're on some Ready Player One shit. It's like, if you think about like Elon always talks about the simulation, how we might just be in a endless loop of us creating a metaverse where we have these characters, but then we're in the metaverse for so long we forget we're wearing the goggles, and then in the metaverse we create another metaverse, and we get so long we don't know where we could be like
that's a whole simulation.
We could. Who knows though?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, this metaverse feels real, so
I like this one.
I'm gonna chill here.
I'm coming with you
guys.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like it's still so far away, bro. I think it's just a huge hype thing right now.
It definitely feels like that. Like it's getting so much attention, and then it's just gonna like, you know, maybe dwindle down. Cool. All right. Well, Sebastian and Scott, thank you guys so much for coming on. Like keeping these short and sweet. I think we had some really good convos. Hopefully, people got some value out of this, and I will see you in the next episode.
Perfect.